Volvo is enjoying a new renaissance of late, buoyed by the strong sales of its latest XC90, but that car was always going to do well for the Swedish brand, thanks to its reputation for building big, comfortable SUVs. With the introduction of the S90 Executive Saloon, though, Volvo is heading back into territory dominated by German giants like the BMW 5 Series, Audi A6 and Mercedes E-Class. The petrol lineup comprises the T5, a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder with 251 bhp and front-wheel drive, and the T6, which adds supercharging to the mix and brings 315 bhp and four-wheel drive. We're unlikely to be offered either of those in the UK, but we will get the T8 hybrid, which mixes the T6's engine with an electric motor to produce 402 bhp but lower CO2 emissions to just 44 grams/km. If you're not prepared to go hybrid. Our car was fitted with air suspension, one of three possible setups, along with conventionally sprung touring and sports configurations, and the ride felt pretty firm throughout. The S90 brings new safety kit that hasn't even been introduced on the XC90 yet, including a sensor that watches for large animals. It's designed for moose and reindeer, but engineers say it could also spot regular deer in the UK. Just as the S90 shares lots of chassis parts, engines and gearboxes with the XC90, the cabin also builds on the big SUV's materials and design. That's no bad thing, though, because it brings the same pleasing mix of quality leathers and natural materials. We'd want to put it back to back against the latest E-Class to see which is the more sumptuous. Order books for the S90 will open in mid-March, but the first cars aren't due in showrooms until in July. Volvo has yet to confirm pricing but expect the lineup to start at around £32,000, that's not as cheap as some BMW 5 Series. Our brief experience with the car on snow makes it impossible to say if the S90 is a class leader, but it already looks like a